When a 2 minute advertisement generates more of an active discourse around various plot points than movies of today, you know that you have created an absolute banger. Before I even discuss the Dream 11 ad that has become the talk of the town, which dropped this week, I've always wondered how such companies circumvent Indian law, which, from a broad perspective, is assumed to be under the purview of gambling, which all of us think is illegal in India. And then when you do basic research, you realize that Dream 11 is considered legal in India because the Indian High Court has ruled it as a game of skill rather than a game of chance, exempting it from the Public Gambling Act 1867. A game of skill essentially equating to the money being circulated originating from superior knowledge, judgment, and attention rather than luck. While such a description is rather vague and convenient, and I think individuals suffer a lot due to the advertisement of such companies and the addictive nature of it all, I wanted to keep the moral aspect of the company and the ad aside and speak just about the quality of writing and how is it that it brought more attention and discussion than movies that release week in and week out. How is it that the simple plot point of a celebrity party brought such seamless entertainment that one did not even at the slightest cringe or feel uncomfortable? The ad, directed by Nitesh Tiwari, stars Ranbir Kapoor and Aamir Khan at a casual get-together with cricketers. Rishabh Pant requests for a photograph with Ranbir and Aamir's ego gets hurt as it's a reminder of the baton being passed on who is relevant and who is not. This leads to a back and forth of a roast session between the two actors while the cricketers essentially observe, only for the teams to be created and plug in the advertisement in their conclusion. When the first poster of this ad dropped, I assumed it to be any other generic drop. But I genuinely did not expect to enjoy an ad so much that I actually seek for it on a search engine and watch it again. So I wondered, just from a creative perspective, what made the advertisement stand out and how this seems to be a consistent feature across the board. When you, from a script point of view, have actors or stars of two generations at a party and are given this memo to play around with it, I think what is refreshing for any viewer is when the actors are in on the joke, when the tone is rather self-deprecatory and everyone is taking the mick out of each other. This, when done organically, comes out like a gem. But this tone of comedy writing is also being overused quite a bit, and it's also being utilized to mask delusion and lack of talent. I just want to give you two examples. When you see Veer Paharia's ad for Boat Plus Swiggy that released recently, he is mocking himself for the dance step that he gets trolled for in Skyforce. When you see Amazon Prime Video do an ad which just released with Urvashi Rautela to promote their title Reacher, they do callbacks to her own viral clips of her being first in everything. This essentially is riding the wave of the trending cyclical nature of social media versus being inherently creative. These ads really give try-hard energy and are only relevant for a brief amount of time, as social media, and what is interesting, also has a brief shelf life. This is something that we have noticed in comedic moments of feature films too, where the incessant nature of writers to bank on gags are less related to the circumstances in the film and are more callbacks to memes on the internet. So you've got Akshay Kumar and Bade Miyan Chote Miyan for no reason at all doing the Raju pose. You have Surya and Kanguva having the I boys meme that was 2 years old anyway, and you had Kartik Aaryan in Bhool Bhulaiya 2 randomly saying party ho rahi hai, a reference to that iconic meme with that Pakistani girl. So these are all lazy gags for the immediate reaction from the audience that is very time sensitive. However, when you see an ad like the Dream 11 one, it doesn't try hard to extract a reaction from you. It caters to the plot and the interactions themselves, slightly heightened and dramatic to generate the comedy. In the Dream 11 ad, the writing caters to the circumstances that seamlessly blends in cameo appearances better than the movies of today. You've got digs at the consistent Ranveer Singh and Ranbir Kapoor comparisons, a diss at the less achieving brothers of Salman Khan, a commentary on the upcoming superstar tag Ranbir often gets associated with even when touching 40, a reference to both the iconic movies of Aamir and Ranbir, and cricketers showcasing better acting performances than products of nepotism of today. What is a standout to me is what we really forget about Aamir Khan the actor and his comic timing. I saw a glimpse of Amar from Andaz Apna Apna appear, when Aamir really channelizes that inner harami for comedy. It comes out so naturally that I really think he has done a disservice to all of us by not appearing in many comedy films throughout his career. The banter between the two actors also made me believe that there is such a gap in the buddy comedies we had in the 90s, something that was aced by Aamir and Salman in Andaz Apna Apna and done multiple times by Akshay Kumar and Saif Ali Khan in the 90s. A buddy comedy like The Nice Guys or The Other Guys with the likes of Ranbir and Aamir would be such a solid idea. But I wonder why such thoughts or ideas just don't pop up in the creative rooms of these production companies. Maybe it's a hassle financially, maybe the problem is purely monetarily driven, who knows. The ads recently have really played on the assumed personalities of the actors and celebrities and put them in situations where one can play on the same. There is a perception of Jackie Shroff, right, in the public. A man of great wisdom, a nature lover, but also a man unique in his own way, of the way he interacts and talks, and every advertisement that he has featured in has played on the same. And it's led to genuinely funny ads. You think of the Uber ads with Jackie and Tiger, or the Spotify ad with him and Ananya Pandey, where they really play hard on Ananya's Bandra accent. It allows for the viewers to clearly notice that celebrities can take a mick on themselves. Nothing has been more iconic than seeing the calm, jammy rage in a cred ad in Kannada, or Ravi Shastri double down on his Casanova days, or Ranveer Singh and Johnny Sins collabing for sex products with the pitch of Saas Bahu serials. It's just so effective. Why this approach does not exist for the terrible pan masala ads will absolutely baffle me. If you are selling cancer under the garb of music CDs or elaichi, if you are somehow circumventing advertising laws in this country by selling something that is clearly harmful for the public, then might as well make it entertaining, na? Rather than doing the basic pose that makes us cringe and makes us also lose respect for you as artists. This is the same case for soda ads in my opinion. Why is it that companies like Mountain Dew and Thumbs Up have such enormous budgets, ads shot on such massive scales, but literally do not generate any excitement in their green screen universes? The only exception being SRK's Thumbs Up ad 3 years ago in his Pathaan look that actually presented us a slick action choreography that had us more excited about Pathaan than Thumbs Up. But you get my point. I can't sit through another Hrithik Roshan Mountain Dew ad where he is in the Himalayas or Switzerland or sorts saving someone with Salman. It's too corny and bland. I mean, ads of aerated drinks had some character back in the day, some plot points, some genuinely funny moments with Aamir playing multiple characters for Coca-Cola or Saif and Kareena playing neighbors with Pepsi. Some charm, some wit, some creativity. It's a clear case today that bigger is not better. I mean, most recently I was seeing these two ads, one starring Siddhant Chaturvedi, Vedang Raina and Ishan Khattar for Oppo, which was a throwback to Dil Chahta Hai, and the original cast of ZNMD to promote tourism and Yas Island, that just lacked character and recall value. It also made me conclude that just nostalgia is not enough for an effective advertisement campaign. It has to be way more. Despite the minor criticism of colas and pan masala ads or nostalgia bait, I genuinely feel that there is a resurgence of creativity in the current atmosphere of advertisement. You've got writers and filmmakers genuinely working towards making something that sticks with you, especially in an atmosphere where there are so many mediums of entertainment and, more importantly, a consumer that is willing to pay the extra buck to avoid advertising. I was discussing this with my mother yesterday, and do chime in on what you think about the same. I was asking her, why is it that jingles of ads don't really stick with us anymore? Is it the case of ads just being more catchy and creative back in the day? Or was it a case because the mediums of entertainment were just limited, so we had not many options to entertain ourselves? When I think about melodies, I immediately think melody chocolatey kyun hai? When I think of roti or sabzi, I immediately exclaim, oh no, you know what I'm talking about. When I think about Nirma, it immediately goes to washing powder, Nirma, doodh ki safedi, Nirma mein, it immediately clocks for me. I know it by heart. Is it because a generation like me grew up with television? Or is it because they cracked the science of what will stay with the impressionable minds? Much like the sound of the introduction of, say, Coco Melon, a science that just knows what will draw the attention of the audience. Much like this. I know the video and my description of the current environment of ads being more creative than Bollywood movies is rather jumbled up, but it really accounts for a great discussion to have with all of you of what made the ads of the 90s and mid 2000s have such an insane recall value, of how momentarily they became stale and obsolete, and how there is almost a resurgence of creativity, especially comedically, in what we see in ads of today. I would love to hear your thoughts about the same. Happy Holi, by the way, guys. I hope you have a great time. Please do let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the creativity and comedy style of ads of today? How is it that they're cracking the code? Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.